The consumer debt in Canada has been climbing for quite some time, but it has now reached $2.5 trillion. That's a big number, $2.5 trillion. And that number has grown by 4% since last year. Okay. And the segment of the population that is carrying the debt is millennials and Gen Zs. So if you don't know, the millennials are the people who were born in between 1980s and 1990s. And Gen Zs are the ones who were born in between 1990s and 2010. So basically, it's pretty much the working age population in Canada who are in their 30s and 40s are carrying that debt. And that debt is growing at a much faster rate. Okay, we have seen the growth overall is around 4% compared to last year. And because the interest rates are coming down, so those people are piling up even more debt. Okay, because now it's cheaper comparatively to carry debt compared to the previous times. Please, if you like this content and you get any value out of it, please subscribe and like this because it will help my channel a lot. Thank you very much. Enjoy the video. Which is a very alarming sign, because when the young age population between their 30s and 40s are piling up debt, it's not good. Especially when you compare the unemployment is rising, we have less amount of jobs being created, we have productivity crisis in Canada, we have this tariff, cloud looming over our head, and the economy is of course not performing. If you look at GDP per capita, that is declining for the past 8 quarters. So combining all of these things, and then if you look at the future, we see AI is coming very fast in the mainstream, which is going to create a lot of havoc in terms of the jobs displacement. Of course, some will reskill themselves, but some will not. So there will be a massive, jobs displacement happening in the economy. So when you combine all of these things together, and you see the working age population is carrying a lot of debt, and that debt is growing year over year, that's not a good sign. Okay, that is not a good sign. So that is also pointing towards another problem, that is the delinquencies and missed payments. And we're seeing there's a sharp increase in terms of the missed payments and delinquencies happening across Canada, with Alberta leading the way in terms of the consumer delinquencies, and Ontario is leading the way in terms of the overall delinquencies in the country. So the Alberta's rate is around 2.2% when it comes to consumer delinquencies. So what does it mean? Well, this doesn't paint a good picture, does it? So there is hope. There's a hope that the economy may recover at some point in the next year. Interest rate is coming down, which is going to stimulate some sort of activity in the economy. That needs to be driven through business segment, not real estate. Okay, real estate is non-productive asset class. If the economy is relying on real estate, we are not going anywhere. The economy has to be driven by the business segment, the private segment, not public sector. Okay, what you have seen in the last 10 years, the public sector has grown, and the private sector has been shrinking. Okay, which is why we are seeing a lack of productivity growth here. Public sector doesn't lead the productivity. Okay, they are the consumer of the resources, the consumer of the goods and services. They don't produce goods and services. For that, we need to provide environment to the private sector to be able to perform and create goods and services that will drive productivity going forward. So that's what we have to keep an eye on. And of course, the currency depreciation, that is also another factor that we have to look into, and how this is going to play out in the light of tariffs, economic depreciation, and the AI that is going to cause a lot of havocs as well. So if you have purchasing power, try to invest into the real hard assets. Okay, I've been repeating myself in my previous videos, real estate, but not in Canada. If you are an investor in the US, in Canada, or in Europe, and you are considering investing into Dubai real estate market, this video is for you, because we have a platform called Stake, which allows you to invest into the residential real estate market and start earning rental income right away without going through a lengthy documentation process or coming up with a heavy down payment. Stake is built upon the concept of crowdfunding. So it is democratizing the entire investment strategy and allows you to own a single unit of the entire investment portfolio. So you don't have to own the entire property, right? You can be part of the pool that can actually own a piece of property, a piece of real estate. So that allows you to start with as low as 2,000 dirhams, and you can slowly ramp up. So as you start investing into it, you can not only own a bit of real estate, but you also get a portion of the rental income on monthly basis. So it's a passive investment strategy, diversifying your portfolio from traditional North American or European markets into Dubai, which is hustling and bustling and growing very fast, and allows you to build your wealth over time. So don't delay. There is a link down there in the description. If you click on this, it will give you free 200 dirhams in your account right away to start with, and you can thank me later. Stocks, technology driven stocks, AI driven stocks, as well as some gold, some mutual funds. Try to keep safe, okay? And then of course Bitcoin, not right now, but let it come down a little bit. There will be a pullback at some point, maybe next month, 2 months, 3 months, who knows. But there will be a pullback because it has gone way higher in the euphoria phase. When it comes down, that will be the buying opportunity. Keep it for long term. Don't trade short term, because that is very volatile. If you trade short term, there is a higher chance that you will lose. Okay, if you are new in crypto and you're looking for an exchange to start crypto journey today, check the link in the description below. I have a link for the Coinbase platform, which will give you $10 worth of BTC for free if you start using my link. Enjoy the trading. Anyway, you let me know what you think about that. Put your comments down below. Let me know. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. If you are interested in reading about these topics like macroeconomics, financial markets, what's happening with the geopolitical situation, what's happening with interest rate, monetary policy, Federal Reserve, ECB, China, Japan, I cover these topics in a very simple and plain English in a very digestible format. If you like to read about this, there is a link in the description about my newsletter that I send out every week. Do yourself a favor, click subscribe, and enjoy reading. Thank you.